All right, joining me now is head coach of the Wall Hawks, Houston Guy. Coach, another big win last week. It was one of those where it was pretty much the de facto district championship. Really thought early was going to challenge y'all more, but you came out, you took care of business again, and really just played the Wall Hawk football game. Tell me about it.
You know, our kids played really crisp football, both sides of the ball. Offensively, we probably looked as good as we have all year long. We blocked the perimeter really well. Gunner did a really good job of managing the game. You know, all his reads were really crisp and really spot on. Offensive line did a great job of moving their defensive line off the ball. And really, I thought they were gonna. I thought it'd be a lot more physical ball game. Our kids really stepped up and challenged, and we challenged them, and they rose to the challenge, and we couldn't ask for anything more. Defensively, we flew to the football, put a lot of pressure on their quarterback, made him get out of his rhythm, and got him off his game pretty quick.
And now, at this point in the season, that's kind of exactly what you want out of your ball club, to play the best football at that time, you know. Because we got one more matchup against Brady before the playoffs start.
Right.
And Brady's a football team that has really been up and down all year. I still can't put my finger on them, but they played y'all tough last year. What do you expect out of the Bulldogs this week?
I expect them to play tough again. You know, everybody's kind of getting ready for the playoffs, so everybody's trying to get geared up for that first game in the playoff run. So you want to look good coming into that. So I think that those coaches they'll have them prepared. Those guys will be coming in and they want to win. They want to win coming into that their last game of the district. And they want to win coming out of district, and so I think that they'll be locked in and dialed in. I think it'll be a good game. I think our kids will be the same way. I expect our kids to be fully dialed in and know what's on the line. And we would like to finish the district with an undefeated district record this year. You know, and that's one of those things. I think our kids put a feather in their hat. You know, if they did that.
Coach, on that offensive line, a couple weeks ago, you know, after that Mason game, you made some changes even before that. We were talking, saying that some guys were getting fired, some guys were getting rehired, you know. Has that offensive line really come together these last couple of weeks?
They really have, you know, and I've been really proud of just over the way they've worked, the way they communicate up there. We had some injuries. You know, we lost a really good center in Boone Harris, and you know, bless his heart, he tore his knee up, and he's going to be out for the season, and that was a big loss for us, and we were really questioning how we were going to replace Boone. And Emmett Marlott, he came in and stepped in and took right over, and you know, we felt like, you know, we're just as good as we were with Boone, and so I'm real proud of those guys. And so we've suffered some injuries that have really been a setback for us, but the kids that we've had that are coming up and taking their place have just stepped right in, and it's kind of like the next man up mentality. And so we've been very fortunate to have the depth that we have because of the amount of injuries that we've had. We've been very fortunate.
All right, Coach, on the defensive side of the ball, and again, I'm not overlooking Brady here, but like as y'all approach this playoff run, we know what your linebackers and your defensive line can do up to this point, but how does this secondary compare to last year's when you have potential matchups down the road that they're going to throw the ball over the place like Canadian?
You know, it's one of those things. They're the same cats. You know, for the most part, we lost Brian Allen in the Mason game for the season, and so replacing him, you know, you don't replace a guy like Brian Allen. You just hopefully we have a guy that we can fit into his position, and we can play, you know, really well, and we do. We got some guys in that secondary that are playing really good, but you know, for the most part, it's really the same guys that were back there last year. So they're just a little bit more mature, so we expect, you know, great things from them. We expect to play, you know, a little bit better or a lot better in the secondary, you know, as we come into the playoffs, and they have. You know, they've really shined as far as their secondary play goes. They're just, you know, they still fly to the football and you know, play like their hair's on fire.
All right, Coach. Well, go ahead and tell everyone out there when and where this game's at.
We're going to play it here Friday night at Wysoon Stadium at 7 o'clock.
All right, and joining me again, this is head coach Houston Guy, coach of the Wall Hawks, ahead of the matchup against the Brady Bulldogs.